In this video we're going to look at the power button. That's the X with a box next to it. As well as that, we're also going to be doing the inverse of powers, which are roots. And to do that, we're going to press Shift and then the power button. We're going to do some easy ones to begin with. We're going to do 5 squared, which of course just means 5 times 5. And we could use the square button because it's such a common one, which is that one. But instead, we're going to use the power button, which will work with anything. So simply put the number in, 5, and then we're going to press the power button. You can see you've got a little square that you can fill in, so put 5 squared. And we know the answer to that, of course, is 25. Let's have a look at the next one. We've got 4 cubed. Again, we have got a cubed button. You could use that just because it's so common. But we don't need to, we can just use the power button, which is really useful because we can do all kinds of powers. So let's try the power button. We've got 4, power button, and just type in cubed equals 64. Of course, we could have done it a long way and just said 4 times 4 times 4. This one, 2 to the 5, is just shorthand for 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And we're going to use the power button for it. So let's do that. We'll put in 2 to the power 5. And we've got 32. Now we're going to have a look at the root button. First one we're going to do is the square root of 25. Now this is just answering the question, what squared is equal to 25? It's such a common root that sometimes we don't even bother with the 2, we just write square root of 25. And on our calculator we do have a square root button, but we're not going to use that like we did before. We're going to use a button that will work for all kinds of things. So we're going to use have a look at the X with the box next to it, and you can see above it is you've got the other way around is called the root button. So we need to access it by pressing Shift first of all, and then we can press the root button. Now you've got 2 boxes to fill in, so we're going to fill in the top one, which is S2, and you can navigate into that part and put in 25, square root of 25, which is equals 5. Let's try another one with the root button. So this time we've got the cube root of 64. Again, we have actually got a cube root button we can use, but instead of doing that, we're going to use this button here. So let's do it. Let's go Shift and press the root button, and you fill in your 2 numbers. So we've got a 3 and we've got a 64. What this means, of course, the cubed root of 64 is just saying, answering the question, what cubed is 64? What number, when we multiply by itself 3 times, do we get 64? We'll press equals, and we've got 4. 4 would be the number. 4 cubed is 64. Let's try one that's a little bit harder then, and that's the 5th root of 32. And this is just answering the question, what to the power 5 is equal to 32? So what to the power 5 is equal to 32? Let's do it. We're going to press Shift and then the root button. The number we're putting in is 5, and then use your navigation to get 32, press equals, and we've got 2.